History of the Baseball by Pola. Baseball is America's national pastime, invented by Abner Doubleday. The sport takes place on a diamond, also known as a field. The field has a grass interior and dirt extending from the grass to the edge of the outfield. Bags indicate the three markers on the field that you are safe on. When a runner is safe, it means they can't get out. Outside the dirt, there is a big green patch of grass and a fence. Baseball players call that the outfield. The baseball used in baseball has a really unique design on it. The design and interior have changed over the past 190 years. It has gone from having four straight seams that were meant to hold the leather together, to having seams that would help the pitchers have a better grip, to changing the shape of the seams altogether to what we think of today. In the 1830s, the baseball was made from a rubber core, often from melted chews, wrapped in yarn and leather. Sometimes fish eyes were also used as cores. Some pitchers made their own balls, which were used throughout the game and coming unraveled. Some amazing people that played baseball during this time include Cy Young, Willie Keeler, Buck Ewing, John McGraw, and Candy Cummings, the inventor of the curveball. This is also when Abner Doubleday is credited with inventing baseball in Cooperstown, New York. The baseball is not the most effective and durable ball at the time, but yeah. Stitching was added between the 1840s and 70s to help with the baseball's grip. This was an add-on to Candy Cummings' nasty curveball to make it even more deadly. During this time, Alexander George Cartwright developed the official rules of baseball. On top of that, in 1845, the first official baseball game went on in Cooperstown, New Jersey. The New York Nine defeated the Knocker Breakers 23-1 in 4 innings. Here's a picture of the winning team. The seams on the baseball made it easier to get the ball moving and have good movement, and also have good grip, which is very important. In the 1970s to 1900s, the baseball started to get the shape of that we are familiar with today. It has brought the use of leather down from 4 pieces to 2 pieces. The baseball has made it easier to pitch different pitches. For example, the 2 baseballs before this one have only been able to pitch curveballs and fastballs, but now pitchers can pitch different pitches, including fastballs, sliders, cutters, changeups, and a whole bunch more. It has also made it easier to get a solid grip on the ball. This is important because with the old balls, the pitchers would lose grip in the middle of windup. That leads to a ball. It makes it harder to have a strong and accurate throw. The baseball in the 1870s to 1900s has shown to be the beginning of what baseball looks like today. In the 1920s, the baseball was made of leather and was a lot like modern-day baseball. It had different types of designs on it, though. During the 1920s, George Herman, also known as Babe Ruth, started to play baseball. The baseball Babe Ruth threw is very similar to today's baseball. One difference, though, is that the racing most of the time was 2 colors. If you look on the left, you can see that what the baseball looks like today, and you can see what the 1930s baseball looks like. Next, you can see that the texture of the leather is not similar at all. Modern day baseball has a plastic feeling, while the other baseball has a sandy feeling. This is important because it makes it easier to throw different pitches. The baseball from the 1950s is a lot like baseball today, but it has a little bit too much glaze on it, which makes it harder to have a steady grip. This is what happens when you do not have a steady grip. You have a high chance of throwing a ball. Good baseball players played during this time, including Yogi Berra, Stan Musial, Eddie Matthews, and Jackie Robinson. Also, if you go to a corner store and buy a baseball, you have a high chance of getting this baseball. The world still likes this baseball, but Major League does not. I don't know why, they just don't. Major League baseballs today are made from leather and twine. The baseball has multiple layers, as you can see, and the core is made out of rubber. It has a leather exterior with red stitching. Today, the Major League Baseball is made from Raleigh, which is a company that makes lots of sports products. You can see/touch the baseball next to the iPad. Baseball has changed a lot over the years. It has gone from having fish eyes as cores to being made out of rubber and twine. Next, it has changed the design from 4 straight lines to curved stitching that made it easier to throw multiple pitches. Finally, the type of leather has changed to improve the grip and durability. And I am excited to see what the baseball looks like in the future. Who knows? Thank you.